launch of The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. We just wanted to thank all of you guys for coming out. This is so amazing. We really appreciate all of your support. So give yourselves a hand. You can do a little better than that. I've seen a lot of you here in your room. That's more like it. So we're going to open up our Q&A session with our VIP guest, Kevin Hamrick, who is the Senior Director of Sales and Marketing for Viz Media. And of course, you all know this very handsome young man standing next to me is our GM, PJ Sadler. Alright, so some of you wrote some amazing questions. So I'm going to start out with the first one. When was the original first copy released? The date.
This book was originally published in 1993 as a collection of short stories from Nintendo Power magazine from 92 to 93. It went through one printing and one printing only in 1993. It's been totally out of print since then. We are very happy to be able to print this book for you again. It's a labor of love from a lot of people in my company at Viz Media in San Francisco. But before we go any further, Jeremy Kruger-Pack from Nintendo offices in Seattle, a huge part in making this thing happen.
I second that motion.
We actually have a couple of the original issues, if anybody afterward would like to see them. If you don't know, this is Ashley. Ashley is our resident Nintendo historian, so she'll be more than pleased to show you afterwards.
Okay, so the next question is, why a book of Link to the Past and not the other games?
So when it comes to projects like this, it's really sort of a perfect marriage of timing. The time was right for this particular one, so we worked directly with the publisher. We have things like this come across our desk, Jeremy's desk at licensing, and some of them we don't move forward with, but others the timing is right, and we work with Japan, and we come together to make a book like this.
Next question is, will you make more manga from Zelda series like Wind Waker and Twilight Princess?
Same answer from before. I'm sure eventually we will do something else, but right now we're just going to be talking about this one, which is probably half the questions in there, right, when it's the next one. So why don't I go forward a little bit more with this particular one. So how many of you are familiar with the actual artist? Okay. Alright. He's actually a very interesting character. He died at a fairly young age. He died age 60, heart failure, but he's actually in his world record.
I'm just going to talk. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
He's actually in the Guinness Book of World Records for most comics published. He's published 128,000 pages of material, so really interesting. He actually has his own museum in Japan. It's right along the coast of Japan, and it actually is directly across from what's called Manga Island. Is anybody familiar with Manga Island? Yes, you are? Okay. So, Manga Island is also called Cat Island. So, who's a cat fan? Okay. So, Cat Island, Manga Island, there's actually a resort. I believe it's called the Manga Resort. And Ishinomori actually created the resort and did all of the architecture there. So, very interesting man in many works of art. And this book is really sort of to celebrate him too. So he died in '98. These were published throughout the year 1992, so 6 years later, 5 years later, he had passed. So it's also, definitely speaking to him as well, and given his art.
Okay. All right. Next question is, how long did it take to make this manga project happen?
How long did it take to make the manga project happen? Well, actually 3 years, almost to the day, 3 years. Because there were no original files, because there was no original contract or paperwork, we had to work very closely with our parent company in Japan and also Nintendo in Seattle, and work through everything, rescan all of the images, do some touch-up work, and print the books that you now have in your hands. We're the first ones in the country to get them. Everywhere else. So thank you. Thank you!
Okay, next question is, will you do a Nestor compilation book?
That would be cool, right? But again, nothing to announce today. But that, whoever asked that question, that would be awesome. Yeah, Peter. Good question, Peter. We'll bring that back.
Okay, next question. Are there any plans to see some Ocarina of Time manga? Would you consider it if not?
Yes, we would consider it, but same as
Isn't there one? Any plans for a Zelda anime? Like 3DS Kid Icarus?
Basically the same answer as the manga, and everything would be considered.
Is The Legend of Zelda a Netflix series still on?
I would say in order for it to be still on, it would have had to be originally on. So there's your answer to that one.
On a scale of 9 to 10, how canon is Link and Midna? They wrote an answer here. It's 11.
There you go. There you go.
What inspired you to draw manga? That's
will be awkward.
Yeah.
What is your favorite hobby? Getting personal here. Get personal.
Actually, no, his favorite was
Yeah, his favorite hobby was
his whole life.
Yep. You guys should really, he's a very interesting guy. You should totally look him up. In most of the pictures, he's got like rock star sunglasses on, like a big mop of hair. Really cool guy.
Why was it Link to Past storyline chosen for
I think it was really timing. You know, what was popular with Zelda at that particular time.
The time was right.
Yes. Alright, what other questions do you guys have out there? What else do you want to know about collaboration?
I would say the hardest part of marketing is this.
Hardest part of marketing is the word.
Actually, it was quite easy. Once we put the word out that was coming soon, reprinting the book, literally, the fans on our Facebook page and Twitter page started saying when. You know, the retailers, it was very easy to get the books sold into the bookstores. I just reprinted it yesterday for a third time because the orders were so large. And well, there'll probably be more printings. Our goal is, because of all the, I wanted them to New York Times bestseller list. Yeah.
Now, Kevin, you guys also published the manga series as well, correct?
Correct. So there's 10 graphic novels available. They're available in the store. There's a box set of all 10. Also available in the store. And as more projects like this come before us, we'll work with Japan and
Yeah, there was some discussion also about why Dark Horse for this, why News Media for this, and really it's one of those publishers known for who has has the time, who wants to put in the effort, who's interested in the projects. That's why sort of we wound up with one company for this and another company for the other. Yeah.
Why did you choose this place to get these early? It seems like some Japan would give us.
Why did we choose Nintendo World? Well, because we are a Japanese-based company, but there's only one Nintendo World in the world, and it's right here.
And they're very cool to work with.
Yes.
How long does it take you to did you have to translate?
Translate.
No, the original one in '93 was done in English. That one did have to be localized, translated in Japanese. I don't know how long that went for, because we were the publisher back in '93.
Yeah, so again, these originally ran in Nintendo Powers in the United States, so they would have all been originally in English.
But normally, a normal manga, after we get the book from Japan, it takes us 6 months to get it all done and out in English.
Anybody else? Great. What's your favorite Zelda game?
Favorite Zelda game? All of them? You can tell me which one mine is.
Yes. Least favorite Zelda.
My least favorite Zelda, they're not going to want to hear this.
I know.
My least favorite, and I'm going to hear from all of you, is probably Majora's Mask. I'm sorry, everybody has their games, that's just not mine. There's something about the timing, and if I just lost all credibility with the fans, I apologize. Yes.
Do you approve the Zelda CDI game?
Are they coming anytime soon?
Next question.
Great!
Yes. It's okay. I got it. I got it.
There was trouble in the force.
Yes, it was a Majora's Mask comment. Everything is You all have 3 minutes left.
By the way, thanks to this media for bringing this magnet back to life. You know, the person thing for bringing a collaboration with Nintendo brings the media magnet to life again. I never had a chance to play the game. I do have a question regarding this media and how it looks. So you guys are doing a partnership with this thing. Is it possible that in the future we will do a serial
Yes. Yeah, we're also a publisher, Pokemon. We work with them as things come across, opportunities come across. We're working everything has to happen correctly.
Either way, I'm still
Anyone else have a question? You.
What do you guys think of Zelda fans as a whole?
What do we think? I would say, as far as Nintendo goes, I think the Zelda fans are by far our most passionate.
I concur.
We absolutely appreciate it.
Anyone else have a question? Yes.
I have a cupcake. Catch.
Did you purchase the book? Did you purchase the book? Yeah.
Any other questions, guys? Yes. What's my favorite franchise?
His question is, what is his favorite franchise?
Probably. Thank you very much.
So when doing localizations, how much does Nintendo have a say in like kind of how you translate it, or how do you?
After we do the translation, it all goes back to licensing again, both in the States and in Japan, before it comes back to us. There's a lot of back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah, one thing I'll say about Nintendo is even though we're a very large company in scale, we're very small in the way in which we work. So you guys have asked a lot of questions about, well, when will this come? When will that come? And we really have to be selective about what we do, because the same guys that work on the newest Zelda game are the same ones that look into this. You know, we have IP holders that really are the only ones who have the scope and the say on those IP. So we have to be really selective, because whenever we put something out, we want to make sure that it meets the brand standards. And you know, a lot of great questions about what's next. We don't know what's next, but whatever will be next will be of the standard of everything else that we put out. Or we won't.
Really strange question. This is a Nintendo / media question. I'm a big fan of yokai watching.
Yeah.
How often will we see an American localization? Or you guys would consider that piece?
We've already announced that Yokai Watch is coming. Yeah.
Yokai Watch Volume 1 October, Yokai Watch Volume 2 January.
In person and
Do you know the regular size new 3DS will be coming to America anytime soon?
If the regular size new 3DSs,
Yes. Regular size new.
I think just stay tuned.
yes.
Can you play the Ocarina of Time? Can you play? Yeah. We might call on you later.
Yeah.
Who do you guys think will win tomorrow? Mayweather or Pacquiao?
What's that?
Pac-Man!
Let's send him in the smash. That's what I'm doing.
Send him in the smash.
We'll have them settle in snap. Here's a question back to you. If they were Smash fighters, who would they be? No, if Mayweather or Pacquiao.
They were smashed.
Pac-Man.
Okay.
I think this is rep American.
I gotta say, Sonic is the and Mayweather,
We need to start our own hashtag with this. Everybody get it.
I mean, were you able to have the hardcover of these?
Will we release a hardcover of it?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it.
Yes.
Are you hiring?
Which one?
We're in San Francisco, and we're hiring interns for the summer right now. Paid internships.
He's gonna have a heart attack.
We'll talk later.
people hiring. I work for Kate.
As far as Nintendo goes, we have offices in New York, San Francisco, and Seattle, and we're always hiring. Does that get you in? That gets you the interview.
Apply for like
Amiibo
We
collection.
knew there was going to be an amiibo question.
You can open the floodgates. I have all of them.
you bought all those.
I have 3. I have Rosaline and Gold Mars, so I guess that counts as like 12.
How much did you look for them?
We had Gold Mario here just yesterday.
Thanks for announcing.
Speaking of amiibo, are you ever going to get stuck with some good Germany sort of stuff?
Good Germany sort of stuff?
Like
known for
Germany
the
has everything on point.
Yeah, so we definitely want to, you know, with Kevin being here, we definitely want to keep on the book. I'll give you a blanket amiibo answer. All of the, and I don't want to say all, almost every character that you're looking for is coming back. Okay? Not just the Nintendo world, but you will see them in all stores. Okay? Any other questions, guys?
We're owned by two Japanese publishers, Archives, they own this. We don't sneeze without talking to.
Okay, guys, we'll take a couple more, okay?
Because for the e-books, we have to go back to the licensor and to the creator and do a whole new contract to get the electronic rights for it. And sometimes it's a very, very slow process. And when they're not alive anymore, it gets into murder.
Okay? Yes?
If Link was to retire from Hyrule Saving, what was his career?
Maybe coming up with the best one-liners ever. Did you get that one? Yeah. Smash Belt? Oh, what character? You're thinking out of movie. Well, it's never gonna happen. I don't know. There's that. Talk afterwards. Okay, last question.
Who was your least favorite character in Smash?
What's my least favorite character in Smash? Maybe Diddy Kong. Anything else? Alright.
Hey guys,
So guys, I want to take a moment to thank
I'm Roman Energy from Don't forget to check them out at www.nerdingcakes. So if anybody needs their autograph from Kevin, you can make your way over here and then we'll do cake cutting in about a half hour, okay? Thank you guys so much.
Cake is done by nerdingcake.com! Nerdy, 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 nerdy.
Vertical video. No, wait, is he Z-targeting? You should Z-target for more accuracy.
Hold up the sword!
I scarified my body and then I